So good morning, sir. Is it audible? Varnan sir, is good morning. Once it is audible.
Yes, sir. It is audible. A very good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, ma. இல்ல சார் உங்களுக்கு
Hello. 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 It's audible. Hello. It's audible.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. It's audible, right? Okay. Fine. Fine. So we can start by 11:05. I hope so, right?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay. Mr. Vansh Agarwal, may I know about you? What are you, there student or staff side you are there?
No, sir. You are just. I'm just the vice president of Spark Initiators, the coding club of SRM University.
Super, super. Very nice to know about you. Last year I got very good students there. They are now working with very good companies like 3Pillar. Still they are in touch with me because I came there for Java training. That time I met very good students, very, very, very good students. They're still. I'm very happy about them. Still they are in contact with me and updating me with the technology they are working with, projects they are working with. Very good thing.
That's good.
So we have that much opportunities today, different technologies, different carriers. If you're strong in coding, then you can go with C, C++ technologies. And if you are strong with logic, then you can go with Python technologies, right? Even today, voice is very low. Is it so? Voice is very low. Huh?
No, sir.
Oh, it's clear, right?
Once it's starts audible clearly because I feel it's little but very low.
No, sir. It's perfect.
It's okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I bought a new mic just for this. No, I simply thrown out the mobile based devices and bought a new mic yesterday only just for this meeting. And hereafter I will be using this mic only. It's a good one, and hope already I tested with some of my friends. They said it's fine, right? Okay. Hope now audio is fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. By 11:05 you are supposed to start, right?
Yes, sir.
I was with VIT for some time, around 6 months. There also I met very good students, very interested, shown that much interest. Apart from the curriculum side, they developed many things, and they used to show me demos of the projects, then how they are working, what are the technologies they are working with. Like that, I had some very good students at SRM Delhi also. Still, I still am in touch with them. One Ashit Sajjan, then. One more person, Biswas, already he's running a company on his own he's from Odisha, like that. Then many good students are there. Some actually helped me in finding out bugs in my Python code also. I just gave them the code, and next day, Jewish, I think he did.
Sir, shortly I'll be sharing a few videos about the Spark.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be interesting to all.
Okay, definitely.
Once it's visible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
And when you know the better, do better. So, their motto is don't be the same, be better. Hi, I'm Niharika and I attended their Python classes. And I just finished my Java course with Spark. I really have to say it was a great course. I had a lot of fun. Joining the Sparks initiators as a student has helped me a lot. I got to learn many interesting things as I have joined their Python classes. A great experience learning the coding language at Sparks. I opted for Python. I joined the Sparks Club around 1.5 months back for learning Python. I joined the Sparks Club and I'm so glad to be a part of this club. And it was a great experience for me to be a part of this. And I'm really getting a lot of knowledge about Java language. The Sparks team has not only taught us but also clear all my doubts. It was worthy for me to join this club. They cared of each and every doubt I had. I felt challenged at the beginner level. I've never felt this challenge when doing Java, but they threw challenges at me and they taught me everything so well. They were so helpful. And I really hope that Sparks goes on for a very, very, very long time. And everybody must join it because it's a great initiative by Jay and his team. And it is super helpful. I am telling you, you won't regret it. It's totally it was such a great experience learning new concepts that will surely help me further. They provided a friendly learning experience with proper notes, questions, codes, and recordings. They never made it boring for us, and there was no communication gap that we usually face in other classes and workshops. We were actually very comfortable to ask any doubt anytime, and they cleared it very well. Such a dedicated and cooperating mentors. Mentors and trainers, they were so dedicated and helpful in teaching us. Their methodology is completely different from others. Thanks, Sparks, for making me so confident in coding. I wanted to learn this language from the very base to advanced levels. And our trainers, in a very approachable, friendly, and easy to understand way, took us from the base to the advanced levels. For me, joining Sparks was undoubtedly an amazing experience, and I would recommend everybody to join this club. A big thanks to Sparks from my side. Taught us everything in detail, are so friendly that they cleared the slightest of doubts. Their approach towards conducting these sessions was amazing. It is a club for everyone, regardless of their career stage or the current level of knowledge. This club is formed by the support of our respective faculty members, Dr. M. Mohan, Mr. Manoj Kundi, and Dr. Ajay Sharma. I hope you all keep progressing with this club and keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You are doing. It seems you are doing fantastic job. Big team is there, right? Everybody is showing interest, and technologies are like that. They keep on updating themselves. I'm working with Java since JDK 1 version. Now it is 14, right? So they keep on updating their technical side because they have to compete with other technologies like Python. Then R is there. So for survival, like that, every candidate must update his own skill stack with the latest technologies, right? Be it front-end technologies or back-end technologies or database technologies like that, So many tools are there. Then you have to go with those tools. And if someone sees your resume, then wonder how this guy or girl gone through this kind of tools. Then they could understand your interest towards the technology, right? Thank you. It's great to see you. Thank you. if pandemic is not there, the problem is not there, definitely by this time I would have visited your college too, because I have passion towards three things. One is Java, then Python, now another passion, then football, and one more is traveling. So I keep on travel. I have traveled almost all places in India, and some other places are still left. I will definitely next year I will cover all those areas from Bengal, Assam, then Meghalaya, then Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Nagaland, everywhere, Manipur. I like to meet everybody there, but I'm going to start a company where I like to have my people, right? It must be a cosmopolitan, like, I like to include one from Jammu and two, three from Delhi. My plans are like that. I want my company to be a cosmopolitan. Throughout India, I need guys like you to work with me. If I tell you something, then you can. If I tell you how to put a dot, then I know you people can bring a big road using that. You can work better than me. You can put more effort than me. You can see now youths are like that. If they like something, definitely they will do it. So I've met so many students like that, and keep on traveling and keep on looking for. Now today we have internet to that extent, and we have 4G like technology, so that we can read any data from anywhere, any material from anywhere. Internet is now helping everyone to learn anything from web. Many free resources are available. If you see GitHub like resources there, you can get almost all projects over there. If you are able to match any one there with your use case, then you are through, right? You can do anything just by altering some code over there, and you can produce better than the already code. You can match any code with your requirement that is available now, and you can do better than that. So nothing is final. Nobody can say I am the best because it's a big race, right? Today someone will be in the first round. It's like marathon. After 10 years, what will you be like that? So I know some guys who,
Uh,
instead of joining big companies, they join with companies promoted by IETNs and IIMs, right? So,
sir,
yeah,
yeah, sorry for interrupting. Just I want to show one more
sure,
video.
sure, sir. I'm very happy to see all those guys. Proud of you.
Hello. Hello. Namaskar ji. Namaskar ji. Yes, sir. कौन सा सर? कौन सा मना किया सर? कोई नहीं मना किया? एक मिनट सर। एक मिनट, वीडियो आ रहा है।
Fantastic. Very fantastic. Hope this year placement will be a different level, and companies will be taking many students from your side. You can even get the pay because success is today measured in terms of money, right? This is how much you are getting your pay, like that everybody is asking. So 24 lakhs, 36 lakhs, like that also now companies are providing. Pay scale is not a thing today. If you are really strong in technical side, and if you are able to convince any big company like Amazon, yeah, sir, I'm presenting, sir. Then it will be very easy to get into those companies. The thing is, you must prove that you have something special than others. You know, anybody can get a degree. That's not a big thing. It's like a passport. Anybody can get degree, but technical skill is something like technical visa, you know, work visa like that. Anybody can get passport, but getting visa is something different. You know, if you pay some 1,500 rupees and go with the formalities, you can get the passport. That is not a big thing. But to get a job visa and all, you know, you must have a technical skill set, you know, apart from your academic background. Today is very rare to see. That's why government of India is telling a knowledge-based education to skill-based education. So knowledge is something you get out of your curriculum, but skills, you know, that could you can acquire that only through experience, right? When you are doing something, some code, that time only you will be exploring the language, the technical side in a different way. How to give a solution that way only. You know, that time your learning will be in a different way. You just not copy what is available in Jigs for Jigs site and type the code, copy and run the code. That won't help you. You know, when I give a problem, that time you should not copy any code from anywhere, and you should write algorithm on your own and try in that way. Definitely you'll be learning any technology. If you are strong in C, then you are the person. If not so, then also you can go with Java like technology, but easier than C. Then Python is there. That Python data structures are very simple. Even today, school students are learning Python. Then we have different career options using Python. We have data science, machine learning, deep learning. Then in website we have Django like frameworks. Then OR is there for especially for data science. Then we have Tableau like IDs are there. Even chartered accountants are now getting into software, working with SAP simply because they are strong in the domain knowledge. Finance side they are very strong. Like that, MBA students are getting into data science because the domain knowledge about market. But computer students can get into any field if you are really putting effort like that. I'll do that. So that's the concept. Today I like to go with uh, Redis database. You know, we have data is very important today, and everybody is working with data in one way or other, right? Being a university like SRM, you know, you will be having your student database, then you will be having your own student database, then mock database would be there, fees database, then attendance, everything, you know, everything is data. Like Google is maintaining a very big database because if a new data website comes, then Google has to update its own database. You know, it could be like anything, support different data modules, and I'll show you these different data models that are available today. See, we always talk about data models like RDBMS based, right? Be it Oracle, MySQL, then MS SQL. Like, you know, apart from that, we have different data models like key value stores, is there, document storage, there, graph database. If you say graph, then you can think of Facebook. You know, the very big company today doing very big business today, and they are using graph because actually relating the entities are very simple in graph. It's not so in relational database. The name is different, but when you want to relate things, the entities, at that time, graph would be the good option over there. Then key value pairs. Whatever you do with the computer, it's a key value pair. If you see the device manager, then key would be there. If you see the your own computer configuration, then keys would be there. What's the processor you're using? Key value, everything. You know, when you type just dx diag, what happens? You just see key value pair.
Vansh,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
yeah, Vansh, yeah, I think let's start now.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, sir.
Yeah, start the event.
Okay. Good morning and a very warm welcome to today's webinar on the topic of Java and Redis, hosted by Spark Initiators. I am Vansh Agrawal and I am very grateful to be a part of this event. So without further delay, let me introduce you all to our panelists, Professor Manish Bhalla, the Registrar and Officiating Vice Chancellor of SRM University, Delhi NCR Sonipat, Dr. V. Samuel Raj, Director for C4D and Dean of Academics, Mr. Manoj Madhavan Kutti, the Director of International Affairs and Administrations Dr. K. Ramkumar, Associate Dean of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Ajay Sharma, Head of the Department for CSE, and at last, Dr. M. Mohan, Associate Professor for the Department of CSE. Just for a little housekeeping before we get started, if you have any questions, any query during the presentations, please type them into the question box in your Zoom control panel. I will bring them up during the presentation and will be also have time for questions at the end. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you all to our presenter for the today's webinar, Mr. Velai Veranan. Mr. Velai Veranan is working as a technical trainer and owns the company Comet Software. He has 15 plus years of experience in information technology as a technical trainer and developer in the field of Java, Visual Basic 6, COBOL, Oracle, and MySQL, and etc. Also, he has a good experience in March training. He has conducting various workshops in engineering colleges on Java, technology, web design, and PL XQL. And he gives motivation to hundreds of students to get into Java technology for southern part of Tamil Nadu. He has designed and hosted more than 50 websites using HTML, DTML, JavaScript for small size companies and have strong exposure on to on-page search engine optimization since 2003 and also promoting websites in Google search. Also, he has a good knowledge in advanced technologies like Spring and web services. He is an efficient trainer, leader, and dedicated team player and a good communication skill. He also conducted interviews and made recommendations for hiring Java professionals. He trained and assists hundreds of MCA, MSc, and BE computer science students in academic projects using Java technology. If we are talking about his experience highlights, so from January 2020, 2002 to December 2004, he started the partnership firm as managing partner in SVC System Company. In 2015, he posed to train the trainers in web design and hosting, also soft skills for graduates and MBA candidates, and offering part-time jobs for interesting students with K-Force. He traveled widely to all the parts of Tamil Nadu for software marketing and demonstrations. He is working since JDK 1.0 version, now learning JDK 1.8 in depth as he is conducting interviews for Java developer candidates and also working since Oracle 7, now learning the latest cloud services for Oracle. Also started digital marketing and social media marketing training and services since October 2017. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Velai Varanan to take over the mic and continue with the presentation.
Thank
Over
you.
to you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. They're all I'm really happy to meet you all at least through web because already I had been to SRM Sonipat last year and I met CEC students. So they're still they are in touch with me and they are really very good at coding and they are still learning the technology. So everyone has to learn the technology and update the technologies. Otherwise, definitely will be becoming obsolete, right? You have to keep on updating the knowledge. You know, every technology is competing with each other, like be it Java or Python. In database also, Oracle with other databases. So very big competition is there. So every technology has to compete with each other for survival. So we developers, learners as well as developers, students, you must be aware of the trending technologies. What all they be it front-end technologies like HTML, CSS3, like JavaScript, different JavaScript frameworks, around 10 frameworks are there, right from Angular to React.js, many, then Vue.js is there, many technologies are there, front end like that. In back end server-side coding, we have Java, then Python, then we have different technologies like C, C++, everything server-side. And at the same time, we have database side, we have both SQL and non-SQL databases. We have around 400 databases. If you see the statistics of databases, you could see keep on coming into market. Like the engineers are there, keep on promoting new ideas. Nothing is permanent, nothing is final unless until a new thing comes into the mind of someone else who is working hard around the clock, so there are people are bringing very good technologies. If you see all those technologies, you could understand the importance of databases where everywhere, Google places 40,000 uh, queries per second they are handling, that is very important. So now 40,000 search queries every second, and on average, you can see them in their website. If you see 3.5 billion searches per day, then 1.2 trillion searches per year worldwide. That is a fantastic thing. Today data is that much important. Like that, in your college, we have different data based systems. One for attendance, then one for uh, on everything, one for attendance, one for fee collection, one for uh, marks, then one for student database. So some other placement division may have its own database about students, like that. No, data is located at every place, be it service oriented company, product based company, or anything, any education institution, wherever government or government organizations, wherever, other, today we have India, we have around 130 crores of people. We have other database, a big one. Daily updations are recorded everywhere. So we are working on that. So author updation is not a simple thing like that. Once you start that railway services restarts, that time you could see many billion transactions for net regarding ticket reservation, like that, flight tickets throughout world. Data is that much important. If you see, so we need a different solution. Google already had a MySQL, then they converted it to some other database for ADOS, F1 like database. So they don't want to go with what is already available. Like that, you should not say this is the final one. Do not go with that. Hear it to everyone. Be it a career edition, like anything. Here to everyone, here to Google, what is the best one, like that. But decision must be yours, because you better than anyone, right? Today we have banking industry where you could see the complete change. When I was opening my first bank account in 1990, I must go to that particular branch at my town and do every transaction over there. Everything is manual. Today we talk about core banking, right? Open here, operate anywhere. ATMs are there, CDMs are there, ATM to withdraw cash. Then ATMs itself, you can see your report also. So everything is keep on growing. Everything. Sorry. Everything is keep on going. Okay, every side you could see that. Then if you see, technology is also like that. To survive in the market, they keep on adding new features. If you see JDK 1.1, then 1.0, 1.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up to we have 14 now. Like that, Python also growing like that. More than 1 lakh libraries are there in Python to see whatever developer requires. We can give that like that. Be it NumPy or be it anything. Web scraping, we have that much libraries. You can't say this is the area that Python has ignored like that. Daily they are updating the libraries, and daily we are just going to use that library and going to code and simply, or as a developers you are. But you can also contribute to those libraries if you are very strong in coding. In that way only the top universities are ranked throughout well. How you are contributing the open source to the open source. So Java is open source. The Python also open source. Anybody can download. It's not simple thing. Linux is open source. These all, when you go with open source, then the English companies will always pay for your resume. Like so, data is important, and we have different data models that we have to keep in mind, right? DB engines ranking. If you see, we have all we know. I like to share my resume here. Just see. I like to share it. Is it visible now? My screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, DB engines ranking. If you see, we have relational database, then we have key value stores, then we have document stores, then we have graph, then we have time series, object-oriented database, search engines database. Google is the number one. How it is possible for a big company like Google to maintain data like that? If you make any change in your website, then Google reads the data and it has to update it if required like that. So it is keep on running. So robotic applications run on the server side and keep track of everything that is happening throughout the web. So it is happening because they have their own database model. I don't have my files in 2003 like that, but Google still holds that. That kind of storage mechanism is there. So data is very important. Be it other database, be it Google search engine, be it any transaction done via ATM or say cash deposit machine or via your own branch. Then you have mobile banking, we have net banking. Everywhere data is important. Through where we talk about data, even political parties are requiring data to for campaigning, so they are spending money like that. Digital marketing, then social media marketing, everywhere data is important. So they came up with the new data models. Not necessarily you should go with the relational database like that. I know DBase. I was working with DBase for some time. Then Foxbase, then Fox Pro, then Visual Fox Pro. Then we have now Oracle like databases. That Oracle bought MySQL, and MySQL have three versions. One is tiny, then medium, then large. Like that, it keeps on technologies are keeps on going because they have to survive in the market. Otherwise, they can't survive. You have to tell me the technology. I'll tell you the use cases that matches you. Like that, you can keep on talking. If you are technically strong, then your presentation would be something different, and the company will have, that going to hire you will talk about the facilities that are going to get that are going to be provided to you. Like that, getting salaries like in 24 lakhs, 36 lakhs, not a big thing for a technically very strong student because companies are looking like that. Paying, you have companies promoted by IT, IIT students, then IIMs, they are promoting companies, then they are doing projects for Google, Amazon, Alibaba like companies. That time they can easily demand 20 crores, 30 crores like that from those companies because that are not big money for Amazon or Google, paying 20 crore, 30 crore for a project. If you go and work with them, then they will be, if you see the technology they are using, it will be updated one. Those things you can't see even in MNCs, instead of getting into companies, I'm not discouraging anyone to get into MNCs, but instead, if you work with startup companies, startups by IITs or IIMs, they'll be using the latest technology and you will be working through the life cycle of software life cycle, then you will be a strong person. When you go with those technical skill set to a company like TCS or MNC, then you can get 300, 400% high code there. Or else you will be starting your own. You won't go to a company to work. You will be asking project. I will do the project like that, So technologies are like that because that much opportunities are available now. Different technologies. No one can say I don't like a particular technology because he has the different alternate for that. If you don't like C, then go with Java. If you don't like Java, then go with Python. If it's not Python, then go with R. If it is R, if you want still more easier, then go with Tableau. So these are all many tools are available, many technologies are available, many opportunities are there. So you have to choose a career on your own. Here to everyone, here to Google, here to your professors, here to your alumni, those who are working with very good companies. But at the same time, decision must be yours because you know you better than anyone. So you have to decide on your own, and you have to take like that. When you get a use case, then you have to choose the particular technology. Database, maybe a database, maybe a technology, front-end technology, back-end technology, everything. You have to because you have that much choice today. When you say database, everybody think of SQL database, right? Be it Oracle or MySQL, working with the DBMS like DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, then credit operations, everything. Those things you can do well with your own database that are not like SQL. That is no SQL. When you say no SQL, it's not like something not related to SQL. Not only SQL, beyond that, that beyond that and beyond database management systems like MySQL, Oracle, if you are able to serve the data that is available in the database to a person who demands the data, immediately you can, then you have to store it in your own RAM, that is inline memory. Inline memories are very popular today. So databases that are going to run in inline memory are very popular today. I'll show you. I'll start with. I like to share something in PowerPoint also. Let us see. Is it visible? You just say or not?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Visible, right?
Yes, sir.
See, Java is the number one technology I like to suggest to everyone because almost all banks have computed their activities through Java. So Java won't go. It is misconception that Java will die like that. If everyone say don't believe that Python has different features and Java has different features, then every technology has its own features. And Java is open source. And I think from JDK 14 onwards, Oracle may ask every 20 lakh developers are there, big companies are there. Why not to charge something like that? If you charge for their Oracle IntelliJ ID like that, $130 per head, then it will go into millions. They want to make business with that. like that. Java technology supports any database coding. You know, the different libraries are there to connect to any database. So every technology has to support database applications because data is important. We have to maintain data at a safer side. And besides SQL-based database like Oracle or MySQL or MS SQL or Ingress, Postgres, many SQL-based databases. Besides that, we need some other databases that are going to help you in a bigger way, like Redis, key value pair. When you say web, then you could understand what is key value there. You know, you send a request, then you get a response, and request will go from the client side, that is from server, and your IP address along with your search query. If it is Google, then it has to server has to read that query and send a response to that particular machine, which from where we got it. So key value pair. If you see this one also, the computer that configuration also, you could see what is the processor, it's the name of the processor, key value, everywhere key value. Then everywhere you could see that your database, if you don't create even primary key in your database, then row ID would be there to track your database, right? Because to delete duplicates, you need row ID like concepts, you know, like that, generating primary keys that is available using sequence in Oracle, then increment, auto increment in MySQL, like that. Many features are there to ease the developers. Then only developers will go with a particular database. But then only a developer will go with a particular programming language. It provides more libraries to make the development time easy and small. And when you talk about Java full stack developer, you can think of Python developer like that. But when you say Java developer, full stack developer, then apart from core Java, then we have JSP and servlets, and JSP replaced by some other technologies like framework templates, everything. There are servlets. Servlets remains the number one technology even today. Even very big frameworks like be it Spring or Struts, behind the scene they are using servlets. Then we have Hibernate to make the database simple. And Spring framework is very popular today. Apart from, we have web services. Then we have Angular like Spring Boot using microservices. Then we have Angular like technology to support coding at client side. That is, browser today have JavaScript virtual machine, they call. You know, Java came with virtual machine, then Java browsers also came with JavaScript virtual machine. And we have SQL and NoSQL databases. If in NoSQL alone, we have different data models. Already we have seen that one is key value pair, then graph is there, then mixer of both. If you see Google F1 database, it's a hybrid combination of different data. Apart from SQL, that is RDBMS, they have some other database pulled together because they want performance. You know, when you say performance, then performance is very important. See what happened in one big university here. You know, around 12 lakh students are there. I tell the scenario, you could understand the importance of Redis like software now. Around 10 lakh students are there. The day the results were announced, every student naturally they will go to that particular website and see what is the result. You know, everybody is interested to, via mobile, via internet, via their desktop, their laptop, everywhere. You know, they will be approaching that website and to see the results. But what happened when everything is in RDBMS? Is it possible to serve around 1 lakh, 2 lakh queries at the time if it is not properly designed at database side or server side in different way? So serving a data from RDBMS straight to the client is something different than serving the data from something that runs on inline memory. That like inline memory, like what is run in your RAM is, you know, when you say Redis, it will run in your in memory. It is run in your RAM, and we have another version for flash drive also. And it is there is a very big difference between getting data from the database like MySQL or Oracle when the data is in very big size. You know, when you compare the same thing with getting a data, doing CRUD operations, especially when reading data from Redis and reading data from a Oracle database, then it is a very big difference would be there. Okay. So when you say Redis, you could say it's a remote dictionary server. When you say server, it has something to serve, right? It's something to serve, so maybe the data. Okay, so it's fast. Main thing we have to note here is open source. That's why even very big cloud services like AWS or Google, then Azure of Microsoft, then IBM, everywhere, you know, Salesforce, everywhere, you know, the Redis the database support is there. So you could understand the importance of Redis. So being the number one key value pair, the number one NoSQL database, because it has different forms now. When I was starting Redis, it was only key value. Now they have graph database also. So they are keep on going so that they can survive in the market, so that they can expand their market. Okay. So these are all very important things. Today transaction database something different. Say for example, when you do a transaction in a ATM, what happens? You insert your card. When the card validation is over, then you will be getting the main screen. You have option to. Yeah, then you have to enter your PIN. Once it is validated, then you will be getting that front end where you have to choose the options like withdraw money like that. Withdraw money or to review see your balance like that. When you try to withdraw money, what happens actually? It will see the amount to be withdrawn, and that will be go to your database, and they will check whether that particular amount is available there. And it after withdrawing that, the rules of the bank is the logical rules. Minimum balance are met. Then it will be deducting that amount, and it will say yes to ATM again. Then ATM has to dispense that money. That is now separately another one. What happened when something wrong happened with that money dispenser, that machine that was not able to dispense that money. Then everything should be logged. Then the transaction log, everything. So ATM manager will be keep on looking that. So a message will be going to this. So it depends upon the application software that are written by different banks, because so in some banks it could be solved within a day. Some banks it will be solved within 2-3 days like that. So in-memory key value, that is very important. So when you say in-memory, it is going to run inside your RAM. Today increasing the RAM is not a big thing. In my machine I have 8 GB, and having 16 GB, 32 GB is not a big thing. So in-memory key value. So if you can see that using that control alt, when you press, you can see process that are running in your memory and how much memory it takes in it. I will show everything once I start Redis data server, right? So data store uses a database. You can use this as a primary database, as well as you can use it as a cache. When you work with MySQL like data, when you want to speed up the read operation, then you can put data in your cache, and from that cache, if you serve the data, definitely it will be very fast. I'll show you the statistics over the fastness, performance, everything. Then message broker, queue, everything. Performance is very important. That's why, see, when a new technology comes, then they have to prove something new, right? Then performance is very important. So because we need session management. Once you get into an application where session is very important. When you get once you log into an application, then your session starts. Then everything is logged into that particular session object, and from that it will be going to a text file. Anything you can maintain a key value pair if you are strong in that hash table like concept. Then you have gaming, and you can continue the gaming after some time. Then we have leaderboards, then real-time analytics, everything. Data analytics is a very big role today. It is said 1.5 lakhs dollars are paid to database analytics and data science people, like geospatial, ride-hailing, everything, chat, messaging, media streaming, everywhere. The publish and subscribe applications where the performance is very important, because you can't determine in advance. If it is a college automation system, you could say in SRM around 3,000 or 48,000 students are there. Then you can understand everything. But in real-time applications like that, Google cannot determine in advance how many users will be entering to Google at a time, Gmail at a time. So it will be ready. It should make that application ready to accept any number of requests, and they have to do everything at server side. That is, user experience will be different. So different cloud service providers are supporting Redis. Then you could understand the importance of Redis. AWS, you have Redis support. Then Google has Azure, Alibaba, Salesforce, IBM, Oracle. The top 10 cloud services are supporting Redis. Redis lab is keep on going with the new technologies, right? So when you say data models, we all know about RDBMS, right? Then what is the DBMS, DDL, DML, DCL? So all credit operations. Those things are can be done with these graph as well as key value. Then search engine. Search engine graph is very important one, where Google is on the top. We have hundreds of data search engines, but all we know is Google. Around 70% of people, Indian people, are using Google. 20% are voice searches, like that. Many data are available in the market. But I'm interested more in technical side. I don't want to get into all those things. You can read many articles like that from the web, right? Today, this is very important. Database or some kind of maintained by all. It is some kind of database must be there. In your college, you have student database, attendance database, fees database, marks database, feedback database. Placement division may have its own database like that. Then employers database, everything would be maintained there. So how it is available? Those ACID properties are very popular today. Then when you say all the ACID properties are supported, so availability must be there. Data is there when it is required, that the application must give it. So if the system has, the user will run away from your system, right? So these are all very important. Getting a person to your, so on the, it's not simple to get on the top of Google search. Once a person clicks your link, that is lead page, if, if you get into your web page, then he's not able to get the data over there within the short span of time. He will get out of that site and he'll move on to some other data. So data must be served in the very fast way, right? So if you see who are all using Redis, then you could understand it's important. Twitter, GitHub, Webio, Pinterest, Snapchat, Craigslist, Dig, Stack Overflow, the number one application where if you have any doubts over there, they are using Redis. So it supports different abstract data structures, ADTs. Apart from string, they are supporting many data structures, list, set, map. Everything is already there in Redis. That's why it is very popular today. It's keep on going because I've installed some versions like 5.2, but if you see the latest versions, it is keep on going with new features over there. So we have three top inline memories like Redis, Aerospike, and Transfer. So you can combine your own MySQL like RDBMS database with that of Redis like database, so that your performance will be more. So you take some data that is required to serve to the client immediately. Then you can put it to your Redis, and from Redis you can serve it. Be it a read-only operation, Write also we can do, but a little bit. So when you start with the read-only operation, then it will be very simple to understand the importance of Redis reading performance. So RAM, when you say inline memory, so it is going to run inside your RAM, right? RAM is, reading data from RAM is entirely different from reading data from hard disk, hard disk or flash disk, everything. So 1 GB per second, just see this, 1 GB per second, how fast it is. Then, solid state driver, flash memory also, when you compare it now, it is 200 to 300 MB. That is 1 GB, it is 300. Now you could understand the performance over there. If it is hard disk, then it is entirely different. That is happening in Oracle or MySQL. They too have, they are using the cache also to some extent, not like Redis. Entirely new. Redis is entirely new, okay, with new concept. That's why they are able to survive in the market. So when you say hard disk, when you say memory, then this is all this for non-CSE students. For CSE students, you have better idea than we, because your curriculum is like that. You will be learning digital computer fundamentals, everything there. You must masterize the components of computer, how they are working, because when you are going to top positions there, you will be taking decisions. That time you will be involved in choosing hardware as a software. Architects, they will be deciding the top areas where you will be deciding how much RAM to run this application, or the mission critical queries, how much time it takes to return a result. Mission critical. ATM is meant for common people. One can't stand over there for long time waiting for third renewal. If it is done immediately, I to stay whether it is done or not. Like that, Google also sometimes stay after some time. Like it has to respond immediately like that, because mission critical. Many are there. Many will be in the queue. So this is the concept of in main memory. Transaction log would be here, right? It will be rare. So in ATM, every task you are doing, every activity is logged into transaction, and if something wrong happened, it will be, say for example, you may type the password thrice, wrong password, account must be locked. That time the manager knows you definitely are going to come, because everything is logged into his own. So if the particular account holder has a problem with the password, or like that, message will be, that is the good system, So log is very important. So that's why we have Log4j like tools in Java-like technologies. Like that, every technology has its own logging. Logging is very important, because end user cannot understand what is wrong with that application. If he says something wrong, then you have to go with your own log. You have to write the application like that. You should say what is wrong. You should not ask what is wrong with the application like that with the end user. He may be a common man, may not be knowing anything about computer. When you give a billing application like to a person, if he has something wrong, the application is not working, then you should not ask what is wrong. You should tell him. You should go with that log file, and you should say, this is the thing, you have deleted some files like that. So you have to write an application like that. So log is very important. So monitoring application, in DevOps also monitoring is done via separate tools like, monitoring an application is very important. You can do so the college may create an application where user ID password will be given to parents, students, everyone, So they may have the transaction log. how far they are utilizing that particular operation. Like that, ATMs that are not used by a common man, then the bank will close it ATM. These are all very important decisions. For that also that data is important. So almost all languages are supporting Redis. If you see ActionScript, C, C++, C Sharp, Chicken, Clojure, Common Lisp, Crystal, D, Dot, Flutter and all, Dot, Elixir, Erlang, Go, language of Google, then Haskell, Haskell, LOL, Java, JavaScript, everywhere. So PHP, QData, Python, everywhere. If you know how to work with Redis, then it's not a big thing to work with any technology, front-end technology like Java or Python, because you have to go with that particular library to connect to Redis, right? Then you have to download Redis from Redis.io. Then you have to download it. Then you have to download particular library to connect. I'm using Java, so I like to go with Jedis. That is one of the best libraries I like to use. Then you have to start the server, then you have to start the client. You can have many clients at the machine. I will show you all. Wait a minute. We'll now move to the real practical session. I like to show you. So anybody can learn Redis within 2-3 days. But if you do a project using Redis, then you will be a master over that technology. See, you can install Redis anywhere if you download it, and it will be having a Redis server like this. Like you can install Redis in your animation. I have installed in C in F, because you should not install anything other than your operating system in C, right? That's the right way, because when some problems happen, definitely it will be formatted, right? Then I have Redis server here. I'm starting the server, and server starts, and it took the port number 6379, right? Then I can start the client, command line client, right? So I can start like that any number of client, okay? That is very important. So it depends upon the processor and the RAM, Then when you say ping, say pong, it is the Redis will keep on acknowledging your. It's not like some other database that won't acknowledge your comments over here, whether it is run right or wrong. That it will say immediately. It will answer immediately like that. So it's a very important area where you have to put all your effort to learn the technology. Then you can use different commands. Many books are there. You can use different commands over there. I will show you one after another. You need not cram all. In technology today, we can't go with a single technology. So if it is single technology, you can then cram all commands and all. You just, if you get into a company, you will be having IDE like Eclipse or Oracle IntelliJ, where if you complete reflection is there. If you put a dot, it will tell you the methods and variables that are available in your code, everything, everything. When you say Java, so object is the top class, ultimate super class, we call it. Everything is written in Java. Even thread is written in Java. You think that you can by extending a thread class or implementing runnable, you are creating thread. Not so. Everything is written in object. So it is complete thing written in object. So object remains ultimate super class of all classes in Java, where everything is written. Here, server is everything. Redis server is everything. So you can create any number of client over there. See, I have created already 2. I'll go through it. So one is there. Here also I say ping. So another one, command line. Okay, like that you can do anything, any number of. It depends upon your processor speed and the RAM. These are all very important. But when you say Control Alt Del, you could see the task manager where details. If you see details, you could see Redis server. How much memory it takes? 1948 KB. Simple, right? But it can store millions of data inside. When you keep on putting your data over here and your RAM is that much capable, then you can keep on working with your, you can put even 16 GB in your, like that. You can write a Java code or Python code and go with say Google search and get all results. If you search Google, it will give you millions of rows, landing pages, links. You can put it in a local server and you can do your research using your R code or your Python code or Java code. Okay, it is client, 636 KB. Just see, very simple. Okay, so this is the way they have designed. So the design of the Redis server and client is very important. so very thin client. That is very thin, thick. That is the very big thing we have to think of today, because what will be the layers now? How many layers are there in between client and server? That is not important. But how thick is your client? How thin is your server? Thin, thick. That is very important today. Okay, so you could understand that two processes are running and they are taking very lesser, that they have process ID very common in every. You may use Mac. In Delhi, I've seen many are using Mac, very good thing, and many are using Linux also there, but I am comfortable with Windows. It's up to you to use Mac or something. Okay, let us see. See, when you say ping, it says pong, so you can you can set the configuration level also before starting, like that. You can write your own application with a configuration file. See, you create a project for a student, and when he runs that project, you should show his name. When someone runs the same project, he should say, for Ram is running the project, then it has to show the project done by Ram. In someone else like David, then it has to show the project done by David. Like that, those things you can decoupling the person who creates that project. You could do that in XML. You can do it JSON. If you are strong in coding, you will do it in hash table, like property file, everything. Like that config also you can set on your own. When you say config get log level, then it will say exactly what you have to use that particular commands over that. The commands are well available in almost all the documentations. When you say config get config, it will tell you exactly. So you do not cram all here. You just work with. You must have a cheat sheet or anything else, log level, web host, like that. You can change it. So these are very important. If you want to see all, you can say star, like that. If you put, it will say all. It will say all configurations. You can do everything. So to learn the basics of Redis won't take 2-3 hours. But when you try a project on your own, that time you will feel the very big difference between, because you can run the complexity studies. How fast your application is working to serve data from the database, and it is if it is instead of database like MySQL, if it is put inside your Redis server, how much time it takes, milliseconds, everything you can run. Very simple code, 3-4 lines code, that will make a very big difference, right? I'll tell you the other things. Data structures are very important, and Redis supports almost all data structures. String is most common one. Java, we have separate memory for string around string. We call it string constant pole. String is the only specially treated class in Java that has a separate memory, and it only allows string literal allows only for string, not any other. Java object can't be created without using new, but Java could be created. We have different design patterns, that is different. We have different factory pattern is there, where you not use new runtime dot get runtime, like that you can use, but generally inside runtime you could see the new keyword if you see that design pattern. So here you can see different commands that are working with get. Then when you want to type set name, simple one, we will try like that. See, set name is a, okay. Then if I say get in some other client, that also works. Here if you say get name, just say that see, we have used one command line interface, but you simply use some other interface, it also works. We have two different right. Here also we are using, here also you can use. That's what I am trying to say. Here also, if instead of setting there, using that interface, you are setting here, you can say just get name. Sorry. So it is there. So a single server that supports different clients, that is very important. So how many clients you can use within the single system? You can use many number, as many number as it depends upon your processor and your own RAM, right? I've tried up to 20, it was working fine, but that much not required. Just for learning purpose, you can use 2, 3, and you can test all those comments over there. We have very good nodes in the web, and you can use everything. So hashes are very important. You can hash map set user one. So a set of values you can give. If you're using Python dictionary and all, you could see many data you can insert into a data structure like that. You can here also you can do. I'm using this. See HM set, then user1, username, like that I put. Then when you say HM get, it will display the data. Okay. When you have to say user1 like that, that is enough. You need not cram all. You just have a set of comments over there, and you can see like this. Using any other client over there, the same will be there. So persistence server is, you are storing something into a server, and you can read that using some other one like that. Like that, Redis works, right? Then I like to show you on Java code that reads the Redis. When you want to connect Java, then you have to go with Jedis. You have some other libraries also, but I like to work with Jedis. I will show you how. Like that, you can work with any type of list set. Then many data structures are there, entities are there. Then you have to go with the syntax and work with, and you have to match with your own use case over there, right? Then array test. See, everyone wants to master Java, must know how to work with Java and command line first. After that only you have to go to any Eclipse like IDE. You must know how to work with the command line first. Here I have, if you say dr.bat, I have write a bash file just to set path to my Jedis. So my redis.bat, that is the bash file I've written to set, just to set path over there. That's all. I'll show you. Very simple one. Like that, you must, because when you want, see, there are three types of roles: developer, deployer, assembler. If you want to do all, then you must be aware of things like this: how to set path, how to class path. Instead of working straight away with IDE, if you work with this like this, then only you can deliver a product. Delivery manager and all. There will be thorough with all those areas. So I'll show you. Wait. So it's the bash file I've written. Okay. Simple. I've written it like set class path into password class path. So I don't want to affect the existing class path. Instead that I'm putting array list Jedis. This is the jar I have written. I have taken from the web. Jedis 3.2.0.2. That jar, I've set the class path so that I can work straight away in command prompt. When I say my Redis, then class path is set. Okay. Then I'll see the course for the Java. So I've written many course. Then I like to show go with Redis 1.java. Okay, the very simple one. If you see, Redis 1. See, very simple one. I'm importing redis.clients.jedis.jedis. Okay, you can see every code, everything from the web. You know, everything is available well in the web. You can even go through GitHub or any other resource application where you could see better code over there. So I'm creating instance for Jedis. User is localhost because I'm running it localhost. I already told the port number in that it is running. Then I'm printing just this kind of debugging. You must know how to analyze how the code works. You know, you can use system.out like that connection to server successfully. That then Jetty.ping, it will say pong. That's all. Okay. Very simple one. I'm running already. I've compiled it. So my sorry. Redis Java 1. So it's a Pong. When because inside code I've written ping, then it says Pong, simple one, right? Okay. Then I'm using some other code like this. You know, these are very simple codes. But if you want to do with codes like this now, if you create an application for SRM university and you want to see the usage, you tell everyone to submit assignment by this time like that. Now, if you want to see the activities of particular student, then you can create a log file. Then you create a transaction file, everything, and then you can write everything over there. In that way, you can explore the features of Java over there. So in my next session, I will do like that. I will show you a sample application I've written over there. Okay. Then I'll show you some other codes, simple codes. These are very simple codes that are well available in the web, but you have to change everything to suit your own. Here, I put Jedis.set Vernon, then commerce is a key, then value, right? Then I'm putting Jedis.get Vernon, simple. Okay. Then it's going to print it, right? Commerce out of so key value like that. See, if I open some other application, see, in this code I have written. I've set the value and I'm writing some other code to get that value. I'm going to run it in different client. You just see it. I'm going to run it in different client. You can see that different code, you know. So in that I'm not setting this value straight away because value is set in the server. So it is well available with the sorry. Simple one. Here I'm only getting. I'm not storing. Already I've done it. So I'm going to run it. JDC. Because it,
Hello. Vansh beta,
Yes, sir.
do you have sir number?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I can't hear him properly.
Yes, sir. I
Sometimes,
think he is facing some network issues.
talk to him. Talk to him.
Yeah.
so I think today it's time to wind up, and we'll be sharing a lot of things in the further sessions with mini projects over there. Like that, I'll tell you the use cases that are going to match Redis with you. Like that, we can keep on sharing things via web, right? Because when we join together, we can explore any technology in a better way instead of doing alone. You know, when you because different everyone will be having their own way of doing things, right? So I like to wind up my session with this. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Now we are open for questions and query. If you want to ask any query related to the webinar, please put them into the question answering box on your Zoom control panel.
Thank you. Thank you all. From Kushi Goyal to all. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Otherwise, thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. It was really an interesting and informative talk. Now, I would like to invite our estimated HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, Mr. Dr. Ajay Sharma, sir, to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, beta. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Our most valued invited guest, Mr. Vellai.
Varman.
Thank you, sir,
Thank you very much.
for accepting our invitation. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks for this event, especially. I, on behalf of SRM family and on behalf of my entire department, a very heartily thanks to our speaker, Mr. Vellai Varnam, for accepting our invitation for this event.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Thank you. This is a really wonderful workshop conducted by you, and it gives us a very insight knowledge. Not only me, I thought that my student is also getting benefited from this. And thank you again, sir.
Okay.
And I may like to express my sincere thanks to all my dear students, and especially my department associate professor, Dr. M. Mohan.
Yeah. He only encouraged me to conduct. I must thank him first.
Yes, who is the really instrument behind this. And I want to say special thanks to our students, special students like Archit, Jay, Sarthak, Vansh, and more than that, if I forget some name, please excuse me, my dear students. Basically, these students is instruments behind this workshop, especially. I am also very grateful to my competent authority and especially Rohit ji, who is arranging this this webinar, Zoom webinar link for us. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
And I hope our student enjoyed a lot.
Okay. I'll be in
And,
touch with all. I'll be getting that form and I'll be in touch with you all. And I'll create a Google group, and via that I'll definitely be in touch with everyone those who are interested can interact with me. We can do a lot. Mr. Dr. Mohan is there, and you are there. HOD is there. Then we will form a team and we'll work together. We not bother about pandemic and all. No, when we have mindset, equal mindset, we can do a lot. Definitely, I'll be working. It's a really pleasure working with you all, sir.
and I say sorry to you, sir, because I was in meeting and mission meeting today. So I joined delay. Sorry for that. Okay, sir.
I know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once over to you.
Agarwal, thank you very much for your nice coordination. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and for the.
Okay, keep in touch. I will be collecting the form from your Professor AP, Dr. Morgan, and I will be in touch with you. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
We try to do a lot over there because I think this time we have a very fantastic team over there. I saw your presentation and also I like to be in touch with you. I'll forward everything through Mr. Dr. Mohan as well as your HOD, everyone. I'll be in touch with you all. We have a lot of things to do together from DevOps everywhere. Right?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for all. I'll once again I thank you and warm welcome our attendees. I'll be closing these sessions. Shortly we'll be connecting to the more in the practical section in Java and Redis. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Sir, please send me the link of that your YouTube and all. If you put everything in YouTube, you just okay. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.